Coming up on this edition of SUTV News, we take a look at the changing face of our nation's veterans.
Songwriters showcase their musical stylings.
And in sports, the men's and women's basketball teams prepare to begin their regular season play.
This is SUTV News, and it starts now.
Welcome to SUTV News. My name's Aaron Berner.
And I'm Nicole Johnson. Election season of 2012 officially ended this week with the re-election of President Barack Obama.
North Dakota's 3 electoral votes went to Mitt Romney, but after Obama won Virginia, it put him above the needed 270 electoral votes. In local elections, the North Dakota Senate race ended with a 1% margin. Republican candidate Rick Berg later conceded to Democrat Heidi Heitkamp. Current Governor Jack Dalrymple won re-election, and in North Dakota congressional race, Republican Kevin Cramer defeated Democrat Pam Gullison.
For some students, Veterans Day might mean more than just a day off from classes, but a ceremony early Wednesday morning showed that some of the NDSU campus does care. Students, administration, and ROTC members gathered at the flagpoles by the South Memorial Union entrance to honor Veterans Day. The event involved a flag-raising ceremony and a speech by an NDSU professor of military science. He says that it is important for people to be reminded of the meaning of the holiday.
Something that I've noticed being here now for the past 3 years is that North Dakotans remember this. They remember where they've come from and the sacrifices that service members have played in their right.
Veterans Day is next Sunday on November 11th, but will be observed on Monday. NDSU will not hold classes that day.
With many young servicemen and women coming home from overseas, it is becoming more and more common to see veterans enroll in college. According to the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, the number of veterans taking college courses has more than doubled in the past decade and is expected to increase as time goes on. One NDSU student, Rusty Ort, is taking advantage of this opportunity. He retired from the National Guard in 2007 after being diagnosed with a traumatic brain injury.
Didn't like the idea of being retired before 50. And so I decided, with the opportunities that were afforded me through the VA, I was going to at least come back to school and see what I could do.
Ort is majoring in history at NDSU and is also the commander of the Military Order Purple Heart chapter in Moorhead.
NDSU students got a unique look at how the media works. The Society of Professional Journalists held a discussion panel this week. It involved members of the Fargo Forum, KFGO Radio, and University Relations. Students learned about the various media experiences during the bomb threat that occurred on September on campus. The discussion was in part on how they determined the validity of source material and how they use social media to get the message of the threat out quickly.
Parts of North Dakota may be seeing a foot or more of snow this weekend. The National Weather Service says that a storm may be headed towards the northern parts of the state. The snow is expected to hit in 2 waves, first hitting Thursday night into Friday, and then again late Friday through Sunday morning. Some snow is expected in Fargo Saturday night.
NDSU students are braving the cold weather. We'll take a closer look at this after we show you the week's 7-day forecast.
Jitters is your home for quality coffee drinks. Whether you crave an espresso, iced coffee, mocha, or macchiato, Jitters has just what you need. Now featuring breakfast foods like caramel rolls, bagels, and more, be sure to get your day started right. Located on 12th Avenue North, Jitters has a friendly, relaxed atmosphere with Wi-Fi capability to get all of your studying done on time. Get your fix only at Jitters.
Hey, I'm Alex.
I'm Austin.
And I'm here to tell you about 15 on 15.
It means MapBus arrives every 15 minutes on Route 15, from downtown
to around town. Find out more about 15 on 15 at mapbus.com.
Check it out on Facebook and Twitter, keyword MapBus.
It's so fast and convenient.
There are way more than 15 reasons to check out 15 on 15.
I ride MapBus.
And I ride MapBus.
And you should too.
Watch SUTV News on Cable One. Produced by students of Bison Information Network, we promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SUTV News on Cable One Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Shields and Stop and Go. SUTV News is brought to you by Stop and Go. Stop and Go. We're always there.
Welcome back. For many students graduating in December, finding a job right after college may seem hard.
The Career Center at NDSU is a great place to get help with the challenging process of getting employed after college. SUTV News reporter Kayla Reamer has more.
For many graduating seniors, the job outlook may at first glance seem pretty grim. Jill Welke, the director of the Career Center, sees it differently.
So the key here is, yes, there are jobs out there. The question then is, are college students today really learning the old traditional processes of how do I get employed?
Welke says the main skill that graduates lack out of college is basic communication.
One key today that so many people don't want to do, whether you're a college student or out of college or whatever, is you need to talk to people. You need to make direct contacts and talk to people.
The biggest mistake students can make is simply applying for jobs online.
It's so simple to spend your evenings going online, getting on somebody's website, gee, here are careers, I fill out the application, punch submit, and oh, now I'm done with my job search, and now I'm going to wait to see if I hear anything. And probably 99% of the time, you don't hear anything.
To help out with these issues, the Career Center offers its expertise and guidance.
We are the ones that want to connect you with employers, and we do that through a variety of ways. One is we do 7 career fairs a year. We do 5 in the fall, 2 in the spring. So there's that coming to campus with the employers right there where you can connect directly one-on-one and get a host of information.
Whatever your plans are after college, the Career Center is always there to help. Kayla Reamer reporting, SUTV News.
The NDSU Career Center is open during the school year from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and is located in Ceres Hall.
Despite the dropping temperatures, many NDSU students are still choosing to exercise outside. It is common to see runners braving the cold all around campus. With the holidays coming up fast, many students are looking forward to typical Thanksgiving staples like turkey and pumpkin pie. Some are looking for alternatives from the usual indoor workouts to prevent those extra pounds. Students choose to run outside for many different reasons.
And when it comes to everyday just runners, casual runners, it just is something different in the treadmill, which is more wear and tear and pounding on their knees, and allows them to get outside and get some fresh air.
Before running in the cold, make sure to prevent injury by stretching. Wear extra layers and remember to put on gloves and appropriate shoes because 30% of body heat escapes from the hands and feet.
Another person died yesterday from a fungal meningitis outbreak. The recent outbreak has caused at least 31 deaths with over 400 cases. College students are at a higher risk of getting meningitis due to close living conditions. The bacteria is spread from person to person through the air and grows quickly. The American College Health Association reports 70% of college cases could have been prevented with a vaccine. Newly admitted NDSU students under 21 living in the dorms are required to get a meningitis vaccination. Symptoms of the disease are similar to the flu and include fever, headache, vomiting, and fatigue. North Dakota State University offers immunizations at the Student Health Services. No appointment is necessary.
An NDSU regular season home game come to a close, we'll take a look at the significance of the historic matchup after we see this week's campus calendar.
Watch SUTV News on Cable 1. Produced by students of Bison Information Network, we promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SUTV News on Cable 1 Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Shields and Stop and Go.
Hey, I'm Alex.
I'm Austin.
And I'm here to tell you about 15 on 15.
It means Matt Bus arrives every 15 minutes on Route 15. From downtown
to around town. Find out more about 15 on 15 at mattbus.com.
Check it out on Facebook and Twitter. Keyword MattBus.
It's so fast and convenient.
There are way more than 15 reasons to check out 15 on 15.
I ride MattBus.
And I ride MattBus.
And you should too.
With increased student ownership and usage of devices such as smartphones and tablets comes an increase of listeners of internet radio platforms like Pandora and Spotify. Often students turn to these internet radio platforms as an alternative to purchasing costly music online. A recent study commissioned by the Digital Audio Advertising Network, Target Spot, found that 42% of U.S. households with broadband listen to internet radio. The same study found that compared to last year, 48% of respondents spend more time listening to internet radio.
One of the nice things about it is that, well, it's free and that you can go on and it allows you, it'll take a song and then from that, the style, like the genre, style, lyrics, whatever, it'll match what that song is and try to find something that's similar to it.
Spotify gives you the option to search for specific songs you want to listen to, whereas Pandora randomly plays music guided by an artist or a song to type into the search.
The NDSU football game will welcome South Dakota State University into the Fargo Dome this weekend, and more than just a football game is at stake. The Dakota Marker Trophy will be going home with the winner of the game, and each school wants to proudly display it for the next year. SUTV's Ryan Borstelman has more.
The Dakota Marker, the famed trophy of the yearly NDSU versus SDSU football game, which has been played since 2004, is one of the most recognizable prizes of the NDSU football program. The trophy, however, was designed from humble roots.
There's the divide between the states. They marked it by these quartzite stones, 7 feet tall, 10 inches around, and there's 360 miles between the border for South Dakota and North Dakota. So every half mile one was put up. On one side it said SD, the south side, and on the north side it said ND.
Thus the Dakota Marker was born. The trophy will go home with the winner of the game and spend the following year on display at the university. Since the inception, the teams have split the games 4-4. And as for the Marker's future, only one thing is for sure.
I really think it'll continue in perpetuity as long as we play football with SDSU, which I don't see ending. To bring it home is just great. It's having the winning team hoist it, but it's not going to end.
The trophy, however, means so much more than just a football game. For the students, it's about bringing a university together around a common goal.
Well, I think it means a lot. It's what athletics does is it unites the students, regardless of your major, regardless of the college you're in. Everyone is a Bison fan, or everyone for SDSU is a Jackrabbit fan. So it's one venue you can come together as an NDSU student or an NDSU fan and just root.
As for this weekend's game,
oh, we're going to win. I mean, no question about that.
Ryan Borstelman reporting for SUTV News.
The game will be played this Saturday at the Fargo Dome. Kickoff is at 2:37 p.m.
A lot of students are up in arms about a big purchase made recently. Now that Disney has officially purchased Lucasfilms, it plans to produce Star Wars Episode 7.
Sidewalk Stampede set out to see how fans feel about changing the story from long, long ago and far, far away.
I don't know if I know too much about it, but like from the pictures that I've seen on Tumblr and stuff like that, I think that they make a lot of jokes about how they think George Lucas like knew he was making a mistake as he went in to sign the contract.
First of all, I'm kind of surprised that George Lucas sold it. Second, I'm not going to hold up for any, I'm not going to say I'm going to anticipate it's going to be better or worse. It could go either way. It's going to be different, that's for sure, but we'll see how it turns out. I don't know.
George Lucas wanted to retire anyways, so either way, like, he wouldn't be making it, but at least they're bringing him on as like kind of an advisor for it. But I mean, I think they're going to try making it like more of a Disney feel instead of just independent, I guess, like what LucasArts and Lucasfilms would be. I mean, they also have all the funding that Disney has, so I think it'd be a good thing.
Here with us now is sports director Jake Cheetah. Nicole, I really like Disney and Star Wars, so I'm kind of a fan of this whole combination, but...
I agree. I think it could be really fun. Well, Jake, I don't think games get much bigger than this one on Saturday.
True, and trophies don't get much bigger either, as the Dakota marker weighs 80 pounds. We'll take a look at basketball starting their season. This and more when we return with SUTV Sports.
Jitters is your home for quality coffee drinks. Whether you crave an espresso, iced coffee, mocha, or macchiato, Jitters has just what you need. Now featuring breakfast foods like caramel rolls, bagels, and more, be sure to get your day started right. Located on 12th Avenue North, Jitters has a friendly, relaxed atmosphere with Wi-Fi capability to get all of your studying done on time. Get your fix only at Jitters.
Hey, I'm Alex.
I'm Austin.
And I'm here to tell you about 15 on 15.
It means MapBus arrives every 15 minutes on Route 15. From downtown
to around town. Find out more about 15 on 15 at mapbus.com.
Check it out on Facebook and Twitter. Keyword MapBus.
It's so fast and convenient.
There are way more than 15 reasons to check out 15 on 15.
I ride MapBus.
And I ride MapBus.
And you should too.
Watch SUTV News on Cable One. Produced by students of Bison Information Network, we promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SUTV News on Cable One Channel 14. SUTV Sports is brought to you by Shields. Ready for your next big adventure? Welcome to Shields.
Welcome back. After winning a tight game a week ago, the NDSU football team found themselves in another close game this weekend. The Bison took their 9-game road winning streak to Missouri State, where they lost 3-0 in 2010. Brock Jensen threw 3 interceptions in the game for the second time this season, one of which was returned for 100 yards and a touchdown. Sam Ojuri rushed for a season-high 118 yards and 1 touchdown. Coach Bohl is confident that Brock Jensen will be able to get back into his groove.
We got to look at the common themes between the Indiana State game and this one. Outside of that, I thought the other games he's played very well. If you look at his overall body of work as a quarterback and his ability to throw the football and make decisions, it's been really good.
Next, NDSU will take on South Dakota State this Saturday with a lot on the line. The winner of the game will take over sole possession of the Missouri Valley, as well as take home the Dakota marker. And as we mentioned, kickoff is set for 2:37 p.m. at the Fargo Dome. The Bison men's basketball team is 2-0 in exhibition play. They will conclude preseason play on Friday against Valley City State. Trayvon Wright is finally injury-free and will be looking for more play time as long as his back stays healthy. Taylor Braun has stepped up as a leader and was picked to the first team All-Summit League. Lawrence Alexander spent the offseason improving his jump shot so that he can avoid a sophomore slump. NDSU will start their regular season against #1 ranked Indiana on Sunday. The NDSU women's basketball team opens regular season play this week against Harvard after going 2-0 in exhibition play. The team is finally back at full health as Katie Burkle and Jamie Van Kirk return this preseason after both injuring their ACLs last season. Janae Burrich will also be seeing her first minutes after missing the entire preseason with a knee injury. NDSU will also see play from 2 talented freshmen as Holly Johnson and the Australian Morena Whittle will see their first regular season play.
Defense has been basically our practices for the first 3 weeks of practice. You know, we finally started to get things down, get our help right, and I think we're really coming together.
Pressure's on. No, not really. We're just super duper excited. I'm personally just super excited for the away games and home games and just to see where it all really goes from there.
This Saturday, the Bison men's wrestling team will start their season by hosting the 42nd annual Bison Open. NDSU has had at least one individual title winner the last 6 seasons. The Bison will return 3 NCAA qualifiers from last season, including Trent Sprinkle, Stephen Monk, and Max Stoll. The teams competing will be NDSU, SDSU, MSU Moorhead, Concordia, Southwest Minnesota State, the University of Mary, Jamestown College, Northern State, St. John's University, and #1 ranked Minnesota. Action will begin at 10 a.m. in the Bison Sports Arena with a speech by Olympic gold medalist and world champion Rulon Gardner to be at 6 p.m. With soccer being the only
competitive season coming up, I think this is, in fact, it is the strongest year of competition that we've ever put together, and we got a lot of good programs to wrestle and compete with this year.
With soccer being the only sport whose season has concluded and basketball and wrestling getting theirs started, Bison sports fans have a lot to cheer for this weekend. Once again, Friday, the women's basketball team will kick off their regular season against Harvard, followed by the men concluding their exhibition games against Valley City State. Also, volleyball will be in action fighting the Jackrabbits for a playoff spot in their regular season finale. A reminder that Saturday will start with the wrestling team hosting the Bison Open. After that will be a battle for the #1 spot in the Missouri Valley, as well as the Dakota Marker, as NDSU takes on SDSU in football. This weekend will conclude with the women's basketball team hosting Mayville State. Well, the Fargo Forces season is well underway, and tickets are readily available for home games. If you would like the chance to win 2 free tickets to a Force home game, go to the NDSU BIN website and click on the link at the bottom of the page. NDSU sports has had a lot of success this season, making the playoffs in soccer, strong run in football, and now we're hoping to see a lot from basketball as well. But the Force also having strong success in the FM area, they're looking to make another run at the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, those tickets are a good deal. I've been to 1 game so far this year, and it was quite a bit of fun.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of Fargo Force games, and they are really a lot of fun. They're really exciting.
Indeed. NDSU students are singing to a new beat. We'll share their work with you when we come back.
Watch SUTV News on Cable One. Produced by students of Bison Information Network, we promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SUTV News on Cable One Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Shields and Stop and Go.
Hey, I'm Alex.
I'm Austin.
And I'm here to tell you about 15 on 15.
It means Map Bus arrives every 15 minutes on Route 15 from downtown
to around town. Find out more about 15 on 15 at mapbus.com.
Check it out on Facebook and Twitter. Keyword MapBus.
So fast and convenient.
There are way more than 15 reasons to check out 15 on 15.
I ride MapBus.
And I ride MapBus.
And you should too.
The NDSU Songwriters Guild held its showcase this week in Beckworth Recital Hall. Members of the club performed the songs that they had written for an audience of fellow students and family. The Songwriters Guild encourages students of all majors to study the art of songwriting. Along with showcase performances, during the school year, the group meets once a month to study the works of other musical artists. The group will also be having a workshop in February featuring a teacher to coach them in songwriting.
And we said anyone who is interested in songwriting, you know, either as a hobby or a career, really whatever kind of people are interested in, just getting active in that art form, whether you write lyrics or whether you just write music.
The next event for a guild will be a showcase on November 30th at the Red Raven located in downtown Fargo.
Well, thank you for watching this edition of SUTV News. Don't forget to pick up a copy of The Spectrum and check us out on Facebook or Twitter. And if you have any news you'd like us to cover, please let us know through the tip section on our website. We leave you with some of the sights and sounds of the Songwriters Guild at NDSU. Have a great night.
That if you miss what I'm about to say, that someday when my dream comes true, I'm gonna get a record deal and maybe some cash too. But as it